At the New Books Head, after the Books 3-0 victory after North Ferriby in National League North today, manager Rob Edwards is with me. Rob, finally good to actually get a game played and great to get a victory as well.
Yeah, spot on. Conditions were tough at times. I mean, look, they've done great to get the game, the pitch in the condition it's in really, because there was a game on Monday on it. We still had some difficult weather throughout the week as well, so the pitch is what it is at the moment, and we had to manage that and play the conditions. And I thought the players did exceptionally well to do that today, because they played football when it was on to play, but that longer game was really good, and that running game was excellent as well. So we were a constant threat in behind them, and that was pleasing, because it unsettled their defence. It got the crowd, I suppose, going a little bit, because we created some chances, and playing that final third was what we said we needed to do, and we always need to do. So delighted to get the game on, delighted with the 3 points, but it's just one game. We've got a huge game now on Tuesday to focus on.
Sure. Two debutants today in Ben Wilson and Amari Morgan-Smith. What did you make of their contributions?
I thought they were excellent, both of them. I thought Ben played very, very well, was calm and assured. Obviously caught a couple of crosses in that second period. His kicking was excellent, his distribution was very good. So I thought it was immaculate, and really pleased with the clean sheet for him. And then Amari was different class. He was a constant thorn in their side. He kept working. His work rate was unbelievable. Kept running, chasing down lost causes, holding the ball up when it needed to be, and then chased in behind when he needed to as well. And then he had a couple of shots, and I was delighted that he got his goal. So it was a complete performance from him.
Sure, he seemed keen to take the penalty kick as well. I know John Marsden's the regular penalty taker, or has been. But
we've got a number of lads that are confident from the spot. And I think he showed some confidence. He's stepped in. He's a number 9 and wanted to score. And as long as he was in the back of the net, I'm happy. But it was his all-round game that was the most pleasing thing.
Sure, okay. And in the first half, he seemed to be profiting a lot down the left-hand side of the field against Ferriby, and that wasn't so much the case in the second half. Was that did they just tighten up on that side?
I think the players are what we have, especially when you have the front lads that we've got. Capability of being able to play in all 3 of those positions, and they can chop and change a little bit. Marcus can play. He's equally, I think, as effective on the left, down the middle, or on the right, and he really showed that today in all those areas of the pitch. I think I thought you're right. In the first half, got a little bit more joy down there. Second half, I thought, to be honest, we looked a threat in all areas of the pitch in that final third. So. Delighted. What I was pleased with was just their running, their willingness to work as soon as we lost it, to win it back quickly in their final third, and we've worked on that. We've talked about that. We always talk about that, and we felt today that would be really key in a part of the game, that if we do nick it in the final third, we'll get chances from it. And just the work rate, the running of the players, especially those front lads, was brilliant. And if they give us that, it gives us such a good base to play off then, because it makes the defenders and midfielders have to defend less. So if we're winning it back in that final third. So I was really pleased with that. Yeah,
sure. Curzon ahead on Tuesday then. Based on sort of like league position, whatever, you'd say that's a more difficult challenge than today, although no disrespect to North Ferriby there. I guess in terms of preparation, just sort of get your rest in on tomorrow. You remember the team on Monday?
We'll have as many as we can on Monday, yeah. We'll have a bit more of a recovery day. We'll get the balls out still, but we'll have a bit more of a recovery day as well, because obviously, again, the pitch is a little bit sapping on the legs, so we've got to make sure we've got as much energy as possible on Tuesday. You're right, it's going to be a really tough game, huge game, and all our focus and energy needs to go into that now.
Sure. Obviously, the goals came late on that kind of sealed it. Were you ever sort of like in any doubt about the way the game was going to go?
You always have concerns that while the longer it stays 1-0, that the opposition can get a chance. They can always, it's a set piece, or a one long ball or anything. But I thought the players were really professional and snuffed out any real opportunities that they may or may not have had. I can't really remember Ben making a save, and but yeah, to get that second, and obviously the third then does calm you down, and you can enjoy it a little bit more. But like I said, 3 points was huge. Performance was great, but it's one game. And everyone needs to realise that. We have had, I've just said it to the press up there, we've had a tough run, games called off, played against all the teams at the top. Now, we've got to focus this second half of the season now. This is where it's got to start for us. Started well today, we've got to kick on. And Tuesday against Curzon now there's no hiding away from it. It's a huge game. It's going to be really tough. We'll play the conditions like we did again today. And if we get what we got today, and we got against Harrogate as well, then we'll be fine.
Okay, and just a word about Ferriby as well. I mean, they are in a tough position at the bottom of the table, but they didn't come and shut up shop, did they? They didn't put 11 men behind the ball.
They don't. That's the way they play. They've got energy. I watched a few of their games now. They got picked up points against Chorley and Leamington in the last couple of games. So they'll have felt that they've been building a little bit of momentum now. Obviously, they've been a tough year. There's been a lot of upheaval, a lot of change. You know, the team is completely different, apart from the goalkeeper from when we played him in the first game. So major changes there, and it's difficult. And like I said, the players were professional today. It could easily be. I spoke to them about before the game. You know, Newport against Tottenham, Rochdale beating Millwall, Notts County got a draw against Swansea. You know, I know they lost the replay, and I know Tottenham won it. But it's mentality. You know, we were expected to win today. We're at home. We were expected to win, and the only thing that was going to stop us was the mentality. And today, the players were absolutely spot on with that. They worked extremely hard, professional job, and move on to Tuesday.
Okay, that's great, Rob. Thanks for your time. I look forward to Tuesday. Thanks very much. Thanks. Cheers.